Abusia Michel na mi sanso mu akwa be channel so ha be media judge chema Wontumi Case na Kevin Okwalite of Last Silence TV credit goes to Last Silence TV Kevin Okwalite no aba abonten no chene nsemu enche chema Wontumi yes nani ebeti ni say wine entia o se ba bia case no aduru no ade a chema Wontumi lawyer Lawyer Appiah Kubi ohia sika twetwedie papa na de afri chema Wontumi ho yes ba bia aduru no Chema Wontumi ani eba beti enti Appiah Kubi ehia sika ankasa edi afri Chema Wontumi na busia de na course ewo court nti ama Kevin Taylor kasa ansem we edi akere Appiah Kubi eni Chema Wontumi a abusia yenko na yenteni na masese ha eda so aye be media giche be so wase ene de ko de channel so ni bi no bu kwan so ebese waso be subscribe like na wabo aso ahima for person bi eti no anya bi eti na be hye nso e de amaye se abusuafo ha yini atem eni de no obuo kwan so yini atem ya adwen na ye kire yenti ne ekoso ewo Chema Wontumi ene no lawyer no entem emra sesia
Chema Wontumi Appiah Kubi at this juncture he needs a lot of money from Chema Wontumi because Chema Wontumi ni beti baby a oyi sika na free edi etua ne ka no sika no be start form Chema Wontumi start atete. So he will have no option than to go to the Supreme Court. Now remember, Chema Wontumi going to the Supreme Court still delay tactics. And I am very, very sure and convinced to say, Chema Wontumi will tell Appiah Kubi say, on Sanko Supreme Court, not on interpretation on the judgment from the appeals court. Because right now, the only strategy left in England is say, let us delay the court. Let us try and drag the case. Yanshe say you bet to be Jina court for the next almost 3 years. Confirm say John Mahama be free power. But you can see clearly, Chema Wontumi and the lawyers say Chema Wontumi is not guilty of the crimes ya alleged against him na. Anka Chema Wontumi will be a happy man to open his case. Adia Emma case easy in say who accuse you be now the court. Every time the accused say onye guilty and I say ondifa ayana na ho pre no say ebeduru so manaka nasem. And that is also a sign to a judge to prove say this person knows that he's not guilty and that he has enough evidence to back his claim. Now the moment an accused person starts to delay a case, starts to drag a case, starts to find reasons for the judge to stop proceedings, then you get to know say the accused person has no the evidence to cancel out or to make his case that he is not guilty of the crimes leveled against him or her. You are seeing a clear picture of Chema Wontumi who does not want to come and open his defense because on him said Attorney General now in court. It is true. On him said the lawyer Appiah Kubi cannot defend all the charges. On him say there is no way all the charges leveled against him, Chema Wontumi, he can walk through the cracks without being guilty of even any of the charges. So he knows, Chema knows his clear-cut, straight jail term. But right now, he is doing the technicalities. Right now, this is the time Appiah Kubi so ebe jinisika. This is the time they are going to make him feel say. This is the time this is the time they will convince you say Fabra, because now remember Omuko Supreme Court is going to be a lot of money. The money he spent at the appeals court he's going to spend 2 times to go to the Supreme Court. Now Oko Supreme Court now they will give him some high hopes to say, oh, Supreme Court there omu interpretation here. And let me tell you, from the trajectory who study cases from where it started and how Chema Wontumi consistently, he has been inconsistent in his presentation in court, provided evidence and even cross-examining the prosecutor's witnesses. You can see clearly say, Chema Wontumi lawyer say Chema Wontumi cannot survive this. They know it. It is a checking trajectory of the case now. The Supreme Court is not stupid. The Supreme Court, they also want cases to be fluid. They also want reasonable reasons to make sure say assembly or court to be without anybody interfering in the process. What the Supreme Court does not like, and I say, you being in the High Court trying to distract a case and using them as an obstruction. The Supreme Court hates that. And let me tell you, Chema Wontumi to go to Supreme Court, but from our lay point, and I say as from our view as laymen who don't you need a law degree or we are not lawyers and abibino, you can see clearly say a chairman Wontumi try to obstruct the case. So the Supreme Court rationally will basically apply common sense and say that there is nothing here that is stopping you from opening your case. Go and open your case. In fact, the judge is giving you the opportunity to prove yourself that you are not guilty of the allegations that the Attorney General has leveled against you. So why is it difficult for Chairman Unclocking to open his defense? Why? Because Adeba Kwame Hunene say, eye obi a obeko court bia no say ondi for na se owo case na owo nyina so a ayana ne ho pre say judge ne man kwan man nka asem. But in this case, Chairman Wontumi say yes can asem so nka. And basically so in simple terms court say Attorney General begina dakem for weeks aka ne nsem nyina e de asem ato Chairman Wontumi say ne nyina so nie. Court say Chairman Wontumi Chireye se the Attorney General can't to usuni nyina no a okuta ne ngina so no chireye se enya no kure adentina Chairman Wontumi pese obeye. Chairman Wontumi pese obeye free say Chairman Wontumi nim se wabokro no and per what is happening in court, that is how I made by the conclusion that Chairman Wontumi knows he's guilty. Now at this point, Chairman Wontumi ba na adiachi no make say Omaba court, but Oma file case or Supreme Court. Are you going to blame the Attorney General? The Attorney General has done his job. And to me, some Supreme Court. Now, say Chairman Wontumi file case where I will not let it sit in the Supreme Court for more than 2 weeks or even a week. I will sit on that case and bring out my judgment. I am not saying I don't think for the Supreme Court they know the law, they know the interpretation. So I am not going to sit here and say the Supreme Court should do this or should do that. But if I'm the Supreme Court, I should be able to finish this case in 72 hours and tell the two parties or the Chairman Wontumi to go back to the High Court and make sure that, because at this point, does Chairman Wontumi want the Supreme Court to say he does not have to open his case and his defense and what is Chairman Wontumi asking or seeking? The question here is Chairman Wontumi going to the Supreme Court to tell the Supreme Court, say, I don't want to open my defense. In Timonkanche Court, and say, I should not open my defense. What is his case here? He wants because the appeals court right now, there's no case in the appeals court again. If you are going to the Supreme Court, what interpretation are you going to ask for? Are you going to tell the Supreme Court, say, appeals court judgment, you don't understand, and that or you are going to the Supreme Court to tell the Supreme Court to say, defense is in a CBA, and our defense in a CBA, you think say it is not lawful and that you don't want to open your defense. So case no campus here anything. So sometimes you ask yourself, Chairman Wontumi Jimmy Appiah Kubi using and the MPP, the core MPP, they don't understand these things. So I will advise the Supreme Court with all due respect that this dilly-dallying and kwasiadia Chairman Wontumi lawyer say, when the case comes, and I know they are going to move to the Supreme Court, that is what they will do. They have no option. Because the Chairman Wontumi and go to Supreme Court, we should expect at least judgment within 3 weeks. So Chairman Wontumi, to me, I'm be in defense. Say Chairman Wontumi, Uncle Supreme Court, that's what obey defense. I expect the case to end within a month. It should maximum a month. It should end, because what I know, say from our sources and a source, in fact, from a post from 1957, and I'm going to say this because I need to tell you where this is coming from. So far, I don't have the facts, but I'll put it on the screen and let Ghana for to know. Say we picked this. We are going to follow up to make sure, say, in fact, no kre ewo sa asemwemu. From what we are seeing on social media, we didn't come up with this list. And we picked this story on social media from the platform of 1957. So I want to be clear, because this platform is a very credible platform. I don't want to put some information in the system to me and substantiate. I need to make sure say where this is coming from. No, this is the source that posted this particular story on social media. Now, so study this is what is going around. Chairman Wontumi be in the defense and the witnesses in this way, and the alleged witnesses are Chairman Wontumi. Ocean the case a woman. And witnesses are mobile bontine ababeka in favor of Chairman Wontumi or court. Now, counsel for Chairman Wontumi presents 5 possible defense witnesses in the ongoing criminal case. And who are these witnesses? 1, we are talking about a year Kubi Ochredakun. Kubi Ochredakun, a former a year Kobina Ochredakun, a former Western Regional minister. He is that criminal. He was involved in serious illegal mining, and the driver at the $16 million Ghana cedis a Ghana year to date. Driver he is a galamseya. A year Kubi Ochredakun or no ena imrebi okotna a year constituency before election 2024. Another contest aspiring MP ekatre galamsey for say anytime the police, the military come to their constituency to stop them from mining, no, they should attack them because they have the right to attack and kill. This is Kubi Ochredakun. Per our checks, the stories making headline rounds on social media, no source no 1957. No Kubi Ochredakun, a former regional minister who is an active illegal miner, a criminal, a very corrupt politician, is Chairman Wontumi's witness. 2. Yefra abrantie bi eye owusu achiao yese ono so eye Chairman Wontumi witness, another corrupt criminal who is part of the illegal cartel in Ghana. He is also Chairman Wontumi's witness. We are hoping say all these people will show up in court as witnesses for Chairman Wontumi. But what will be? I will tell you something. I'll show you something. So you see, Kubi Ochredakun, and the second guy, a friend, Kwabena Dakun. Now, Kubi Ochredakun, involved in the galamsey big time. Sir Francis Owusu Achiao, Chairman Wontumi sponsor no. Man by MP. He is a hardened illegal miner. Chairman Wontumi the sponsors akwa friend Francis Owusu Achiao. Chairman Wontumi chia sika all the kululus to get this guy into parliament. Into the second witness to for Chairman Wontumi. Now third witness obi a friend Gomashi Wisdom Edem yenya wuni ni kwasi ampenyi ba kuom. Another criminal, corrupt person who says he is going to be a witness for Chairman Wontumi. Until you can see, you can connect the dots. Now you see the strategy they are playing. They have put 2 former land ministers in their witness. Into say you will be to say Nitiwo and Mrekuduka. These are people who Omaye Juma our land ministry before. Duka used to be a former land minister. So you see what they are doing? They are using the criminals who gave Chairman Wontumi the room to enter our forest to come and tell us to say Chairman Wontumi did not commit any crime. So you see, now the same people who basically gave Chairman Wontumi the room, the access, Chairman Wontumi run Western region, ran Sasimu, na Kubi Ochredakun regional minister. So you see what he's doing? He's trying to use the regional minister to protect Boni Okodin Western region. Mrekuduka, a former land minister. Nitiwo, a former minister. So he's using these people. Kubi Ochredakun, Francis, new job in MP. Chairman Wontumi the sponsor the MPship na Okura Parliament. So you can see, say, when you connect the dots, they are using the same people who are serving you as their defenders. These are criminals, sir. They open our forest for Chairman Wontumi to go in there and destroy the nation. Near to Akroma and the Minerals Commission capture Ghana for say Chairman Wontumi is a criminal. He entered our forest without permission. He actually entered our forest not only license, only the license to mine. There was a document. You and I we saw the Minerals Commission. That same time, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Kromfo no achichide na obedi president no, the certificateless liar no. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo stood before Ghanaians and defended Chairman Wontumi and told us to say Minerals Commission for na bodam na ono ne Chairman Wontumi na owie sika ma no otu egudie ma no or say Ghana SARS no. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo without shame defended Chairman Wontumi and threw the state institution under the bus. All because not Chairman Wontumi etu egudie na a lot of gold no na or the sponsor Kufuado's the Jubilee House. So Kufuado was so bold, abra a state agency yamano that the authorization to conduct investigations to make sure nobody mines in Ghana illegally, nobody goes into a forest without licensing. When Minerals Commission Bible is a chairman want to make assassin or to a good year or sensio or say a forest, Nana the Danko Kufuado by TV so before the nation and told us to say Minerals Commission for Bodam or no MPP chairman want to make any bonnet, but there were documents to it. There were evidence to it. This is a Kufuado telling us to say Minerals Commission for Bodam, the chairman want to know to a good year and fan until he is not guilty.
Before I take my seat, let me respond briefly to the chairperson on the issue of illegal mining. I want to assure him and all of you that Akroma mining is not engaged in any illegal mining anywhere in Ghana as we speak. And all of you that Akroma mining is not engaged in any illegal mining anywhere in Ghana as we speak. Further, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has, through the agency of the Forestry Commission, with the assistance of the military, made the effort to cordon off all 294 sites of forest reserves in the country and rid them of illegal mining as we speak. We will continue to work to ensure that this situation remains permanent. And all of you, that Akroma mining is not engaged in any illegal mining anywhere in Ghana as we speak. Let me respond briefly to the chairperson on the issue of illegal mining. I want to assure him and all of you that Akroma mining is not engaged in any illegal mining anywhere in Ghana as we speak. Further, let me respond briefly to the chairperson on the issue of illegal mining. I want to assure him and all of you that Akroma mining is not engaged in any illegal mining anywhere in Ghana as we speak.
So why didn't Chairman Wontumi add Kufuado to the witnesses? Because it looks like Nana Danko Kufuado na onona or all the evidence to prove to Ghana for say Chairman Wontumi wasn't into illegal mining. A whole precedent, a state agency at the state of Ababontin, Kufuado defended Chairman Wontumi, told us in our faces that Chairman Wontumi's Akroma mining wasn't involved in illegal illegal mining. A whole precedent. The bodyguard in Yini channel. This is where we were a few years ago. We got a precedent to be Bejina Ghana for him. Abra, Minerals Commission, it may release a statement. President ne catch we him say, Minerals Commission statement don't release na yankwasi asem. Ni nipa na oye galamse no. The whole Ghana, Obian to me kase Chairman Wontumi ye galamse. This is where we were. When an president, when an yankwa for mudia. Now, why do you think Chairman Wontumi, Bawumia wants Chairman Wontumi to lead the MPP? It is because concessioner Chairman Wontumi da war Ghana no. That is the concession money they will be using to support Bawumia's campaign. Chairman Wontumi campaign ma Bawumia nyina no. He knows to say he is about to go to jail. He knows to say so Wontumi concession is can ready. Normally Riemama Bawumia ebia Bawumia ba power in 22 years he Chairman Wontumi will leave prison. That is why they are all flowing Chairman Wontumi, because Sikebia Chairman Wontumi at the share Bawumia campaign illegal money illegal mining sika. So you see, it is so dangerous to even think about Bawumia being president in the next 20 years, because you see, Bawumia has surrounded himself with criminals. Obia or support to Bawumia campaign, especially Chairman Wontumi. Why do you think say MPP for kura nimunyans
we ensem ahodo a ekoso